Hello everybody and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm your big sis Sumiko, and we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna see. Oops. What did I do? I broke something. Hello? Why did it move? Sorry guys, my OBS is being dumb right now. It just decided it was going to move monitors without my permission. Anyway, let's get back to I'm missing some aetherite crystals, so we're gonna go get those real quick. Real quick like. We got this one. Ishizuki. And the other one by the pier. Which is this way. Does this open? It does. Okay. Kimiko. That's a cute name. Okay. Hooray! Oh wait. I could use this to get to where I actually gotta go. Here we go. Back inside. Hello, my friend. To review, Lee, Sumiko, and I will meet with Kyoto as planned. Alphna will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Kyoto attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of the Sekisegumi, we will evade them with Alphina's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Kyoto does not play us for fools, but we shall see. To the bridge! Kyoto. Thinking of Beastmen, I do have to get back on track with that. I've been rather lax now that I've got the majority of them. Here. Now that I've got the majority of the ones from the vanilla game all up to date and whatnot, I still gotta do the Ixal. Oh, is that up? I gotta go uppy. The Ixal, and I gotta take care of the other bird people. God, I can't remember what they are. And then the Vanu, that's what they are. The Vanu and the bug people. I don't remember what those are either. Nath, there we go. I remembered. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, Tsumiko. Something smells fishy. It's not me, I promise. Tweren't me.
He's late.
Yes, he is.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
The wide U-turn. You can just swivel.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another. To me, these ones are for Doma.
The bell.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Yeah, you right.
Nothing personal, yes, yes. Just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Ah!
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
He is down for the count. Okay. It's like, I don't know if I'm getting all of them, but I was. But how? An alarm or a whistle? As expected, the Sekisegumi have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Do not attack. Got it. We're just going back to the Ruby Bazaar, right? Oh man, that's in the back of the city. That's okay. Oh, okay, you guys are taking shortcuts. I see. I would if I could. You don't see anything. Why are they everywhere? Oh, oh, you bastards. Go away, go away, go away. They're close. How did I skip him? Where the hell am I going? I just need to go around these buildings. And then I am scot-free. What do you mean? I don't know. Okay, lead the way. Are we going this way? Oh. Oh. I hope everything's gonna be okay. I was running out of bombs. He's still twitching.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Korjin. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
She's not that brutish.
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
Sounds so bored with his job. It's like, not this again. Alright, guys, come on.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
Grab their fishy captive.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
No, they were well placed. It was just...
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
yeah.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisegumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure.
Of course not.
I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
An opportunity.
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
That's fair.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir.
Excellent.
Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
I know he's a turtle man, but he's got a nice voice. I like his voice. I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guards snapping at our heels. Yeah, probably. Ooh. What are those oven mitts? Why? Why am I also naked? Oh. Eh. Right then, Gyodo should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? And they just pop out of existence. Just like, poof. Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu. Every last detail. And if I find out later that you lied to me... No more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth, you have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us? Because you are an Imperial spy. No, I am no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any domans found in Kugane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. He would not go quietly, no. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Sekisegumi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known! If he was in the custody of the Sekisegumi, I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way to the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Alphino. Pragmatist. There we go. You are free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official. But if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, you can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lise, Tsumiko, and I joined you. Alright, what about Gyoto? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Sarabon, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order, then let us be off. The Sekisegumi barracks are to the north. North. The little squeak of their feet when they walk. I couldn't imagine living around something like that. It's cute for the time, for like a moment, and then it's just like itching in your ears, you know? So get it out. I think there's one that's just outside the barracks. Yeah. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Sounds as if he's already done this before. Propriety. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because it feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything's going to be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it. Right, Sumiko? Right. Everything's fine. Probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen. Where'd the guards go?
How about you?
Oh my god.
Was that? That was Gosetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
The defeat in her voice. Let's be about it then.
Victory to the samurai!
Trial by combat?
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gosetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
I got captured, they misunderstood, we cleared the air. This is just friendly sparring.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisegumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye.
'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
He's just self-sufficient, you know? He figures things out. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens that we found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune. Sorry, the man in the background just completely distracted me. Like, where are you going, sir? We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alpha and Tataru are waiting for us there. This one. I'm sure I get it after it's explained to me, but I don't quite understand the reason for the high arching bridges. They're just so steep, so circular, you know? Like, why? Why are they like that? I'm sure it serves a purpose other than aesthetics, but... Kasetsu, thank the 12 that you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphino, I am the very picture of health. You vile fiend, malevolent trickster, how kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon, but first I must demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to you your coin, had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Setting that matter aside for the moment, where's Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, but we parted ways some while ago to better improve our chances of finding Lord Heian. Lord Heian? Forgive me, I had yet to explain. Lord Heian is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. He was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army into your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Heian understood this, he bade Yugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. But then, one day, in a fierce battle, we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him, I would need Yugiri's aid. The situation grew more perilous by the day, for the new viceroy, Yotsuyu, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would do to further her pursuit of Lord Heian. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in presuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yansha, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri. Mayhap not all. Alphina's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean embassy just down the road, after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak. Come now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers the task best suited to them, as you of all people should know. And you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve, each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Sorbonne is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. Pins up. I have been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? After you, my shelled friend. If you insist. With me, everybody. The Ruby Sea awaits. Got the magic stick. I got the stick.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
Oh yeah, the tower. I never bothered to go in there.
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures, many wonderful treasures. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To step forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessels, and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the Ruby Tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the Pirate Lords. So, let us go and greet them. Our destination is the isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me. Sumiko, why don't we jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle. Where are we going? Just over there? Right, this should be easy, and a good way to loosen up before the next fight whenever it comes. Montigil says I beat you there. Oh, that's two different monsters. I was like, what the heck is that? With the little, it was like glowy ball in the circle, and I was just like, wait a second. Nah, it's two. There be two. Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tansui. Ba-da-da-da. Bombfish. Oh, they twitch. Why do they twitch? I fear you have the advantage of me. Most honorable and esteemed Sumiko Chikami, I am Tansui, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellbacks, I presume we have business to discuss. Boots. Huh. Those actually aren't bad. I like those more than these, to be perfectly honest. E, not the gold. Black is cool though. Yes. You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes? With your gil, perhaps. It is just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Othard. Does the sum meet with your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely, unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the prices, as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times. As you come from Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our customs, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning? Sir, you've got to come quickly. The bastards are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I'll be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would rather not hear men name me a cat before a Koban. So I shall consider their tithe paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled. For now. What was he and the other pirate talking about? Maybe I ought to go and have a look. I'm just so uninterested in anything going on. Womp. Womp. got the crab pots. Oop. I almost got stuck. Oh, the red Kojin. Oh, my cat is so cute.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
That tiny little boat is an Imperial vessel?
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent. And the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
Where'd he go?
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own.
She's a little
Be that as
spitfire.
it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds!
Perfidy.
She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
These ones and those ones. We're back in the trees. What does perfidy mean? A deliberate act of betrayal or treachery. Gotcha. What are we waiting for? Come, come! Soroban could not have gotten far. Now that I think on it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Oh, it's getting dark. I just want to get this little sliver of the map. Oop. Why is there a thunderstorm? Bomba. Ugh. I do not like how they twitch. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand? Kami be praised. Too often our shell is quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Hansui is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. I can't with the pointed shoes. I really can't. Never been a fan. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. Ah, that reminds me. Timiko, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Yusui. Yusui, why? What you need? You! Yes, you! Do you know the Ruby Prize? The fortress in middle of the Ruby Sea from which the Bakufu soldiers survey the surrounding waters? The other day, we found one of their men stowed away on a ship we confiscated. With a bit of coaxing, he eventually confessed to doing some underhanded trading with the Red Kojin on behalf of his superior. Seems as though he could avoid paying the ruby tithe by hiding aboard someone else's ship, but no one gets away with crossing our waters free of charge. As such, I'm looking to track down his superior of his and have him compensate us. If I try to sail to the ruby price and look for him myself, however, I'll be blasted to smithereens before I even make it halfway there. Do you think you can go in my stead? There's a man by the name of Ikaruga there. He is an old friend and should be able to identify who our captive superior is. Ikaruga. Ah, you're one of the Eugene from the beach, leaving us already. No need to pay the tithe, like Tansui said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Ouch. You have spoken with the Confederates up above, then? Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. All aboard! Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village anon. Wait, Tansui said the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we should instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. We get to see our baddie bee. The baddie queen. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach, and with this I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Soroban. Truly we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Ah, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your paths may lead, but I wish you the very best, and hope that we shall meet again. So we're finally arrived in Othard. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma. Ah, yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. Unlike in Girabania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit, but before that, we need to see if this fishing village Tansui was talking about. It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze. Is that what you were doing? Sniffing the air? Sniff, sniff.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Ah, it's that guy again.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Oh, at least she blows it away from people.
Filth and squalor everywhere, I think. How very Doma. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
Where did she put that?
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you.
Do you now?
Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Ooh. We can't. Not now.
She's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself as a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive. They will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned
Welcome
all I
back.
know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
I know. Get as much done as you can today, because you can't do it tomorrow. Needed as much as you, maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Gosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. I'm in an armor plate, you've no idea who I am. Am I supposed to be stealthing right now? Because no one is stopping me. Right on. Almost made it. Is it a walrus? And that is the thickest walrus I've ever seen. You started last month? How far have you gotten? What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, We are in Onaroko, and this tower is known as the Heaven on High, a mysterious structure long ago. A mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Alpha now. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? Ooh, huh. Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Calm down, we had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run these. We save our strength for any that give chase. You too, Tsumiko. Now I'm just gonna fight. I bonked it, and that was it. Oop, no, there we go. Shark. Seals. Are they seals or are they walruses? Those are sharks. It's in the name. Wait, I'm going this way. Yuki. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to, sharing an island with these things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. Yuki. Is that what that translates to? Yuki. There's a settlement here, and they've even got their own aetheryte. Wait a minute, I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tonsui, which means this place belongs to... Oh. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. Even Kosetsu bade us to seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. The self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. That is nice music. Right back, guys. I got a touch of crystal. What winds bring you hither of all places? Were you not bound for Othard shores? I was. I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject, no? Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me, I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Rasho. Just like that, an audience with their leader? How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. Oh, it's so cute. Manatee. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people, and this will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me at Revenant's Hall. I forgot that that was something that happened. They taught her greetings and how to use chopsticks and table manners. I heard you. Greetings. You must be Rasha, the leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize that this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm so sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. The mountain is very ominous in the background there. Gusetsu, the former leader of the rebellion. I know of him. Why he bade you to petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Isari? The Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remains secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality. If you would excuse us. Rasho. Yo. Hey, Tsumiko. I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gusetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're on the same mind. It's little wonder they refuse. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we'll know how to earn their trust. Heal. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. Meaning they haven't been doing squat. this way? Nawashiro. Taking an interest in the ship. Good eye. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like this Sekibune, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently, what with all those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around. If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, huh? But what if you could? What if you could be the masters of the Ruby Sea once again? Kitty. No. No kitty. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. Maybe running out of supplies. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got this mount while I was roaming around. I thought it was but another, like, minstrel quest thingy. Or another, like, Ultima Extreme kind of fight. But no, I got Kirin. I got a mount. I've not had this one before, so I really like it. Had a good look around, then we just need to wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tonsui said, they have no intention of standing up to Yatsuyu. I don't know if you two got a different impression. Under the right circumstances, they might help us. I agree. It's obvious that they're struggling to survive and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later. And deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is their belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in the fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance? Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that, and you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of Honorako. You two take the east. Good luck. Nah. I'll take it. Oh, and I got the bow emote. Yes! May as well go up this way first. Hey guys, don't mind us. We're not doing anything suspicious. Afumi. Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? Huh? A new recruit from far-flung shores? Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Alcumo below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier in the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly. Huh. Wow. Come at the best of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman. Unable to stomach the sea, a true Confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. That's not nice. Let me down. Kajika. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I've got a job for you, Westerner. You are as courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a Gyuki feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you're about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in Gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be a courageous sort, and I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. Fair? So I gotta go back where I came from. But, however, there is one more to pick up. Why can't I jump? Aranami. You there. Hi, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an Aura? A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onoroko. He is late in returning. A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. True. So we are gonna venture this way to get our Yuki tail. And then we'll round north and get our wandering young lad. And then help our seasick friend. I can definitely sympathize with that. I get carsick so easily. And planes. I don't like planes either. A horrible stench that fills the air. Ew. I can only imagine how annoying this would be if I wasn't overleveled with those ones wandering around. They're so gross to look at. Why is their mouth on the side of their head? You cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching its description. What a shame. You spy a young Ari man lurking behind the rocks to the west. Did I see that? Who are you? You do not look like a woman of the Confederacy. Forgive me. 'Twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I was worried she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out until the current claimed her, for the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onoroko. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. Aww. I get big sis vibes. Best kitty. Why does this shift and stutter still? Medicines! Give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Afumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. Hey, the sea is not for everybody. They say that the longer you're exposed to the seasickness, the faster you get over it, but I don't know who in their right mind would want to remain exposed to being seasick. And or motion sickness just in general. It's just not pleasant overall. So, what of my recruit? Did you happen to find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel? Huh. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. I got some monies. Have you been away? You have been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Gyoki corpse? I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. A pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Gyuki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows must too be reused when possible. A prudent measure became necessary, alas. With every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies, and in that we must take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Gyuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. We were those wayward travelers, my friend. Your deed to fix this mess was a hair too late. Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you, too, will renounce your ties and join us someday? I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Tansui unfolded all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. I'll keep it in mind. Alize's stones. What kind of stones? Eesh. Was ist das? Huh. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything? Now that you mention it, lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing, I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. We've got to call the thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I would like. Away! Almost left without my bait. Away! God, what show was that? That was SpongeBob. Aggressive shark. Not for long. I wonder if the sharks are edible. There it is. Has anyone ever tried shark? I would like to know. How it tastes. Is it like salmon? Or would it be more like octopus, where it's all rubbery? And does it even taste good to begin with? Got you, bro. Tommy be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn. Before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked us if we were Doman. They're Yatsu's catchers, I know it. First he's sorry, and now this. I've got to tell Rasha and the others. Hey. That's our ticket in. Anbane? No, I can't say I do. Who's that? Or what is that? I'm assuming that's a who. Nobody. No, I'm afraid I don't. I've never really been keen on mecha anime. Oh, the mount. Ah, there you are, Tsumika. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I'm told. I would like to think we've proven ourselves to be rather... why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Kojin mercenaries rounding up the Doman Confederates? Surely Yatsuyu crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasha immediately, yet even he cannot deny it. This changes everything. At least, I should like to think that he cannot. I think the closest I've gotten to like a mecha anime was Gurren Lagann. I never really cared for Gundam and the like. More.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yatsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this.
Think will bugger me then.
They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
Hey, I hope you have a good day at work and that all goes well.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her.
Have a good day.
They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Ask me again later. Like a magic 8-ball. Do you even need to ask?
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on her own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The cornies.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
Look at that! That's kind of cute. I like that. It's like a little onesie. But not. Eh. So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Beko. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting overlong for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where's Lise? We cannot leave without her. Elise, where have you gone? Oh. Becco. Sumiko, what is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hope I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Lise, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of that done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled to Garabania, I was in Limsa Limensa, visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. Neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a pastry shop, which sold some of the most exquisite looking tarts I had ever seen. I always prefer cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when it's all over, Sumiko too, and I won't take no for an answer. What about Ishtola? We'd never hear the end of it. Alright, Ishtola too, when she's better. Deal? Good. Then, let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. No point, I suppose. I like how it just subtly reflects the surface. It's not super dramatic. Just a little something in the water, you know? So much water. Peckle. Well. Eesh. That hurt quite a lot. I think this is the Isle of Beko, though to be honest it looks the same to me as however many other isles around here. Rachel said that there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. Crab. think those are like horseshoe crabs. Wait, where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. Alright. I think I found the cave. How much further do you think it is? It's all the way down, my friend. Oop. Can I make it? Okay. Nope. Oh, just barely. Yep. Nope, I missed. Down and down and down we go.
Is that light I see up ahead? We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12, I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
It's his home.
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. Don't tell me, my friends. What strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunjin, and it will be up to you, however, to present your case. Bunjin. But first, let me take a selfie. Now, we touch crystals.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
Just for a bit.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge? Or something?
Or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters.
That's kind of sad.
To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red brothers live by the sword, we Blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Yeah, more or less. Things will just work out in the end. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance in the search for a priceless treasure, the Isakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So we want you to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, you know, drowning. Fear not, there's a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested unkiu carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Sumiko, would you go and find the unkiu and relieve it of its carapace? Heard. Hey, if it can make a air breather a water breather, then so be it. It's a very different feel, I would imagine. People not used to it. Yeah. It tried to slice me up. I did not get it. Am I missing something? Or is it just a chance to drop? I am not having very good luck, am I? Maybe let's try... up, damn you. So that doesn't make a difference. I need a moment and I will be right back. Okay. Let's see. Message real quick. Well. Can I do it from here? There we go. Alright. All we had to do is group them together and get it from there. Eesh. What am I doing? Well, have you the Unkiu carapace? 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 I'll say. How splendid they are! The kami shall be most pleased. I got it! I got you the ruby coral you wanted. And I the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time? The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already we have scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shellless Suino Sato can provide you with a better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Ryan have been here as long as I can remember. The Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Ooh. No, no, no. No, no, no. Sure, why not? Ooh. Oh, looks just like a really simple... What are those, rifles? Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. Okay. Fired veggies. Give me 1 second. Yum, yum, yum. Ow. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends.
In before the sea tries to drown us.
Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood.
This music feels too upbeat for that.
O kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
No hesitation, she just went right for it.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
The manatee. No, that's not a manatee. The manta rays.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
I'm disappointed with myself.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kusetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time. Come on!
They're beating us. We gotta go. Diving unlocked. Underwater settlements can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim to the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press circle. Gotcha. Okay. This must be Sui no Sato, the Rayan village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. I'll admit I had my doubts, but this is a blessing worthy of the name. One cannot help wondering what other magics the Kojin possess. Is it a trident? Nope. Just a really chonky spear. If this is Sui no Sato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction, though now that I look around I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. But I am one of you. I should be welcome. I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, the shrine. Let us not disturb the shrine. Ouch. So, this is our man? Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Sumiko and Alize. We're looking for the overseer of Sui no Sato, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. So you are the man we're looking for. Great. We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the... I was just saying it. Yasakani no... Stop. I'll hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Quiet, Isobe. There will be no dango for dinner. Ahem. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Sui no Sato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, the sovereign of Shisui, we Rayan enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential for preserving our way of life. Though it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suinosato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. I like the little otter. He's very cute. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Girabania is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Meanwhile, in the Tavern of Asari.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and it's still filthier clientele.
Scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Oh! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay.
I'm much closer than you think, my friend. Much, much closer than you think. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Tsumiko? Ask the villagers if they know anything. Right. You are the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Mine apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanabi, and this is my wife, Unagi. We were wondering, have you heard any news from Doma? If so, we would like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must, our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. 'Twould be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. God may be praised. She lives. She lives. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's alright. We had no idea she hailed from Suinosato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yansha. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught that we could do. And so our daughter, who only wanted to keep her people safe... Surely there's something we can do for these people, they who gave her aid and succor when no other would.
I'm but a humble stonemason, and if it is the Yasakani no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye it is as a jade, but when bathed in a particular light it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths they are invaluable. There's a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that what you seek. I only wish there was something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see your daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. Where are you going? There's not an out that way, I don't think. Actually, just because I saw it just now. You are a woman from above. I am Kurenai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks the strength and courage few possess, and I have been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth a terrible spirit which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of her nearby guards. Shiosai immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shiosai and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisui of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the race within from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Shiosai grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, woman of the land, lend unto me your might. Please find a way to save her. Thank you. I know not what I would have done without words. What I would have done had you said no. Now, please follow me. We must go speak with Shiosai. I must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we will all regret. Shork. And you are... Lady Kurenai, what brings you here? But, my lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secrets, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we will be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? And you think this woman has some hidden power capable of delivering Suino Sato from untold danger? I do. I realize it is not in your nature to ask for assistance, but, like it or not, there's little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this woman's aid. You have the right of it. Very well, I will give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If she fails, however, I will destroy the dome, and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. Here, take the scroll. It will permit you to pass into Shisui of the Violet Tides. I presume you are aware of where it is located? Not to worry, I shall show her there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me. If it was something I could tell you now, I would. The adventure. If this wreck is the selfsame vessel of which Sorban spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Sumiko. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. Just a lot farther than I thought. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosetsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, Tsumiko? I got it. This is it. The Yasunaki no Magatama, exactly as Soroban described. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. I thought I got a better cave. Guess not. Much as I would like to return and thank Yuguri's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. I say we make for Tamamizu at once.
Hold on to it for now, Tsumiko. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. I'll get back to you guys, don't you worry. I have a seal to break. It is very dark over here. I like it none. I could never play Subnautica. Like watching other YouTubers play it and how they would get so spooked, it was just like they're just freaking out over nothing. No, it's scary. That was scary. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Rupee Princess and her guards. Thank you, Tsumiko, though he might not know it. Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there's not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you'll be unable to pass through the gates without it. Wow. Play detour, guys. Just one. Just one, that's all I ask. I don't know why saying Violet Tides is such a tongue twister for me. Oy, oy, oy. so nice. Let's see. Whee! Get him. Get him, get him. Read that. My friend, you need to not be in the front. great to have. Whew. Oh no. I got it. That's why we do that. Oops. Why am I getting hit? Almost there. The sad life of a bombfish. One explosion and you're done. Bald Kraken. Does the Kraken normally have hair? Or are they talking scales? we go. Who's this man in black? Ooh. Who is that? Hey, 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 hey. Sorry, guys. There she goes. We did it! What the hell is that thing though? Anyone is left? Yeah. What? I didn't touch it? How rude. Oh. Agreed. Hey, we got 2. I know not how to thank you. You saved them, Tomiko. You saved all of them, even the Ruby Princess. While she is unharmed, she is currently unconscious. Shiosai has carried her to Suino Sato, where she might rest undisturbed. It looks as though it will be a while before she wakes. Before we speak any further, however, let us return to the village. Would it be faster to... Oh wait, hold up. Hold up. I've got a vista. It is a pretty sight to behold, I'll give them that. underwater palace. Reminds me of home. Oh, welcome home! Sorry I missed your message. I was entrenched in what I was doing. Oh, it got dark. Where am I going? Just up? I am not. This is my second character, and I'm most of the way through Dawn Trail on the other one. I've just decided to focus more on this account to get everything up and going. Huzzah! It's just been so long since I've gone through all this content that I've kind of forgotten all about it, you know? Not that I've forgotten that it was a thing, just how it goes down, you know? Please allow me to thank you once again for your help. You may be happy to hear that the palace guards are all slowly beginning to return to their senses. It seems peace has finally been restored to the palace. You have saved everyone, including Shiosai, from an untimely death. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes, Sui no Sato would be exactly as it was before. I suppose we must simply be grateful for how well things turned out. Now that the worst of the storm has passed and the tides have begun to calm, it is time that I came clean. Tell me your secrets. The hour of truth is upon us, yet I am just unsure of where to begin. The Ruby Princess, who quietly slumbers on, perhaps this would be easier to explain if you could look upon her as I speak. Please, follow me. Are you twins? Shiosai will be bringing her out shortly. He should be but a few moments longer. Oh, Hisui, why? Why do you refuse to open your eyes? Sumika, there is something you must know. I am not the Ruby Princess's younger sister. In fact, she has no sister. I am the Ruby Princess, ruler of Sui no Sato. Then who the heck is that? The slumbering girl before you goes by the name of Hisui and is my dearest friend. We have known one another since childhood. Your Grace, I am entirely to blame. Had I been more prepared, more aware, Lady Hisui would not be in this sorry state. You see, a few days ago we received visitors from the outside. They had come to perform a court ritual to protect the Ruby Princess from any potential dangers. We decided to conceal her true identity. I had her lady-in-waiting, Hisui, take her place. As she and Her Highness bear a great resemblance to each other, something owing to the fact that they are distant blood relatives, I was confident no one would notice the switch. I was right. That is why, when proceedings commenced, it was Lady Hisui who became possessed by the terrible fiend they summoned, and now, well, you can see for yourself what has become of her. She looks like she's smiling, though.
To mitigate such disasters, severe restrictions on who can enter and exit Shisui of the Violet Tides have always been in place. In fact, even the Ruby Princess is forbidden by law to leave its gates. When wraith after wraith began appearing, however, I was left with little choice. I whisked Her Highness away to the village and had her pretend to be Ruby Princess's sister, Kurenai. Kurenai, that was the name I had before my mother passed away, and I assumed the title of Ruby Princess. It was also the name Hisui would call me by growing up. For as far back as I can remember, she was always there for me, from the best of times to the worst of times, all the laughter and tears we shared. Hisui, is this truly where it ends? Forgive me, Your Grace, this is my fault. If only there was a way I could go back and prevent all this. Shiosai, there is nothing to forgive. None of us could have predicted what would happen. You are no more to blame for what has happened than I am. Sumiko, now you know everything. I hope you do not think any less of me for my lie. All's well that ends well. Now that everything here has been settled, I shall be departing for Suinosato. The cure to Hisui's condition can only be found above. I know this because, as Ruby Princess, it was my duty to study all the available writings at the palace. Very well, Your Grace. Where would you have us go? No, Shiosai. I shall be embarking upon this quest on my own. You will be staying here. The people need you to protect them in my absence. Her Grace has made it clear she would have me remain behind. Mr. Tsumiko, might you accompany her in my stead? While Lady Hisui's body remains, her soul is long departed. I fear that no amount of rest or magics can cure her. I can only hope that in traveling with you, it will make it easier for Her Grace to come to terms with the tragic fate of her friend. Until such a time as she must face this truth, however, I ask, nay, beg, that you keep her safe. Okay. You are offering to accompany me on my travels? This is incredibly generous of you. Thank you. I shall give you some time to prepare before leaving Suinosato. Please come find me as soon as you are ready to go. Well, if I leave and never come back, then she'll never leave. I'll come back eventually. I've got places to be in the meantime. You're returned, and with the Yasakani no Magatama I trust. Why must it have such a long name? Yes, there is no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Reikojin, you said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to this most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women such as you is to invite fortunes into our home. Gladly we will aid your cause. All is ready, Sorbonne? Then give them what they require. Is this a ceremonial knife of some sort? Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open. The treasure vault of the Kojin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would by necessity be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from realms around to defend their treasures. And were we to sow enough chaos, the Reds in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Giving the Confederacy the sign that they've been waiting for. Without the Kojin, the Imperials wouldn't have nearly enough troops in Asari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground, home to 1,000 kami. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respects is a sacrilege we cannot condone. So if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright? Great. How do we do that again? The Yasakani no Magatama is one of 3 most coveted treasures of the Kojin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel unto the others and thereby make them whole, the kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief-making. So, if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to their treasure vault? More or less. The Yasakani no Magatama belongs on the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, and we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Sui no Sato. Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in this and all other endeavors. Thank you, Elder. Alright. With that said, we're gonna leave this here for today. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me, I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, if you can like and subscribe, that also helps me out and lets me know that you are in fact enjoying my content. But I will see you all probably later in the week, if not next Sunday. Definitely always Sunday. But I am trying to stream a little bit more. I'm trying to be a little more consistent with that. But otherwise, thank you all and I will see you around next time.